start with the last one I'm going to do this afternoon. It promises, I think, to be a really good one because it comes from a distillery that I like a lot. I like everything I've tasted from them already, namely the 14-year-old Oban and the Oban Little Bay, which is a non-age statement Oban, but it is wonderful after it's opened up for a couple months. Now I have the Distiller's edition of Oban. This is the tube. It says Distiller's edition, Oban, and a bunch of other stuff on it. And it's from Diageo. And Diageo have put out quite a bunch of Distiller's edition single malt whiskeys. And I've tried a couple of them already, and they have been just wonderful. The Lagavulin is fabulous, and what was the other one that I had lately? I'm trying to remember, but the Lagavulin was fabulous. And I also had a Glenkinchie once upon a time before I learned how to appreciate sherry cask. I don't know if it's colored or chill filtered, but it's dark looking, or darkish looking. And here it says on the tube, well wait, let's pour a dram first and let it open up a little bit before we go heavy into the marketing details that are on the tube. Oh, nice healthy pop. Very good. Let's give it a little more. This has to last me a little while. I'm taking my time and pacing it. Okay. There's a bubble. You see that? There's a bubble in there. There's a bubble. That's rare. I don't see that very often. The bubble is gone now. Okay. Just one of those trivial little things. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's what the bottle looks like. Like this. Distiller's edition Oban. So, what does it say on the tube or the can, or whatever you want to call this thing that the whiskey bottle comes in? It's all small. Distiller's edition. An exquisite selection of double-matured malt whiskies chosen from the very finest of Scotland's distilleries. Distilled in 2000 and bottled in 2015, so that's like an age statement of 15 years, depending on the date, of course. Little Bay of Caves, Highland single malt Scotch whisky, double matured. Along the shores of Lorne lies a record of man far more ancient than that of any city in the land. The first settlers arrived on the mainland in 5000 BC and sheltered in the natural caves of the land then known as an Ob. The distillery cave was once such. Shelter hidden in the Krieg Bahrain clefts. I probably mispronounced that to death, which rise dramatically above the Oban distillery. And the rest is in French. Down here it says production special edition. Oh, in French, production spéciale Edition Limitée, special release, limited edition, 43% alcohol by volume. On the back here, it has a bunch of small writing. It's so small. I mean, can you read that? That's small. You get some more light on this situation here. The Western Highland style of malt is epitomized by Oban whiskey's gentle sweetness, delicate peat aroma, and surprising richness of palate and finish. Montiafino, a dry and delicate cask wood, beautifully enhances Oban whiskey's graceful style. The Distiller's edition of Classic Malt Selection brings a dimension of taste and exploration to the enjoyment of single malt whiskey. Each of the 7 distilleries has hand-selected a small number of their casks for double maturing in cask wood, which each master distiller has chosen to complement the unique character of the individual malt whiskey. The master distiller uses the addition of a second maturing to bring a new depth and complexity to these great malt whiskies. Each special limited edition is hallmarked as a symbol of rarity and superior quality. The hallmark carries the symbol of the distillery, its founding year assay mark, the type of cask wood in which the whiskey has been double matured, and the monogram of each master distiller. Okay. Each bottle in the distiller's edition of the Classic Malt Selection carries a release number individual to each distillery, which designates the selected casks that have been especially chosen for double maturation. Distillery symbol and established, and Montiafino cask wood, and master distiller. Drink responsibly, drinkiq.com, blah, 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 blah. Oban Distillery, Stafford Street, Oban, Argyll, Scotland. I'll be corrected on that one by the likes of Aquavitae if I got it wrong. And Product of Scotland. And on this side, I think I read that already. I must have. We're almost 8 minutes now. Okay, does it say anything different on here? Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of writing. 43% alcohol by volume and 750 mils. Double matured. Okay. What does it say here? You know what? This is hard to read because it's gold script on a dark blue background. I'm not going to try it now. What I will try now is the whiskey. So I'm not going to try reading that at the moment. Let's have a little bit of a palate cleanser. Okay. Here we go with the Oban Distiller's Edition. Oh. This is interesting already. The 43% really brings it out, brings the flavors out to the front. This has a much richer, a greater richness, more depth compared to the Glenfiddich and Glenlivet that I had earlier. But you can't compare them. They're apples and oranges. They're different animals completely. Yeah, that's like rabbits and tigers. It's not the same. Oh. I'm getting that wine, those winey fruits on the nose. Dark fruits. dark fruits, plums. Yeah, plums. Getting some grapes too, dark grapes. Now there's something else I'm getting. It's a toffee note. There's some like almonds, marzipan. Yeah, marzipan. There's some vanilla creeping in there too. Ah, this is a nice nose. There's some caramel too, but not too much. Just a little bit. But the fruits are strong. It's like plums and grapes and some of them are dried too, like raisins. A little bit of prune juice. Something else which is just wonderful, but I don't know what it is. Probably dates and figs kind of thing, but not overly dried. It's like dates and figs that are drying but not dried yet. I don't know how else to describe that. Oh wait, there's a bit of a soapy note too. Like it reminds me of ivory soap. Not unpleasantly though. This is nice. I don't know what they put in ivory soap to give it its characteristic aroma, but some of it just went up my nose. That burns a bit. That's what happens when you tilt the glass closer to you. That should remove all kinds of allergens that are in my nose from earlier this evening or this afternoon when I had that Glenfiddich Solera Reserve and I couldn't smell a damn thing. Okay. Well, it has a delightful nose to it. Oh, I should taste it by now. "15-year-old Oban." I'm getting those same fruity things that I was getting on the nose. But maybe this has to open up a little more. Cleanse that palate. Try again. It's making my mouth water, but I'm not really getting that much taste. Maybe I'm off today. I don't know. What did they say this was again? What kind of a wine? I found that with the Oban Little Bay, which was a non-age statement, it took a while for that one to open up and get really good. I'm thinking this might be the same thing happening here, that this will get to be a tremendous bottle about halfway down. But now at the very top, so far. I'm getting those winey, fruity, dark fruit, ripe fruit notes. A lot of complex fruits going on. Now they become less distinct. I'm just getting grapes and plums, and figs, dates, raisins. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla. I'm not getting any maltiness. I'm not getting a lot of spiciness. This is another one of those harmonious ones that just kind of comes together. I think it needs time to open up, but maybe since it is bottled at 43%, maybe I can make some of the fruits come out with a little bit of water. Let's try that. Maybe this will help it. Maybe this will give it more flavor. If anything, this has watered the fruit notes down. I don't think this is taking the water very well. And I don't think the water is helping it to open up too much. Ooh, I'm going on 18 minutes now. No. Now I'm getting a bit of a salty note at the end. This does not take water well from my initial test here. This will not need water. Although I'm getting a little bit more of that grassy kind of flavor now. Layers of wait. I'm getting something more now. Something grainy, something malty. With the water, the fruits are moving aside rather than coming up stronger. And I think I may be getting down to the distillery characteristic, the maturation that happened before the wine cask or whatever they used. Quite alkaline. You know, I may have overdone the water. Maybe this cannot tolerate a lot of water. I will have to come back to this one again at a later time and see how it opens up. It's just like my impression of the Oban Little Bay. It was really nothing special and not all that great when I first opened it, but when the bottle got down below half, oh, it was fabulous. It just opened up and just was a wonderful dram. This one, as it is right now, wait. There's a subtle smokiness in there too. I'm getting a bit of smoke. But just a hint. It's gone. I thought I got a little bit of chimney smoke in there. Yeah. This one is going to have to wait. And I'll try it again sometime when it's down somewhere in here, and maybe then it will be a fabulous one. But right now, either my tasting is off, or this needs to open up, or both. Anyway, on that note, Slancha.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.
I don't believe I mentioned what this one cost me. Over here, it says Oban Distiller's Ed. Okay, $136.99, and with the taxes, it comes out to $157.54, plus of course the $10 bottle deposit. So $157.64, and I could walk out the door with this, which is what I did. I really hope that it opens up with time, because this is a disappointment if what I tasted initially is all that there is.